Well, welcome to our Sunday night sprints. How you doing?
And it's the first Sunday in a long time that I'm not too upset about it being Sunday because I'm off tomorrow.
Because I don't have to work tomorrow. Ooh, hello, Jessica.
Hello, Jessica.
Hi, Maria. I had a great
Hello.
day. A little sun
Okay.
tired, but it's okay. Hi, Quinn.
Hello. Good to see you
Glad you're back.
again.
Glad you're back.
Hello, Kate.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Richard.
Hello, Richard. I went Richard.
Richard.
I'm back from holidays, ready to work. I hope you had a great holiday, Melanie. And I am ready to work. I'm ready to do all of the works. Hello, hello.
Hello.
I'm going to start this with some knitting, and then I'm going to move on to reading these Violent Delights. Very nice. Let us know what you're doing. Hi, Jennifer. Looking forward to your birthday in July. You got a little bit of a wait, but it's getting there. Getting closer.
Yep.
What are you going to be working on?
I am back to drafting. I'm not really doing word counts right now because I'm kind of going back through what I wrote before in, what was it, April?
Yep.
And so I guess I kind of just basically took the month of May off from writing and read a lot of books.
You read a lot,
yeah, I did. I'm not upset about that. But I'm going back through and just kind of, I've decided to introduce some different characters that could have crossover potential into other books, and I just kind of changed like how I wanted the meet cute kind of stuff to happen. So I am like moving stuff around and I'm re-editing the words that I had, and then I'll continue on from there. But so today it won't really be a way to really see how many words I've written because I'll be deleting and writing and pulling in, and so yeah. But I am back to writing, so
Yay.
my creative well has finally been filled enough that I can write again.
I've been like somehow balancing reading and writing really well. I've been reading a lot. I've been writing a lot. If you do not know, if you liked book one, no pressure, but if you like book one and you're interested in an arc for book two, I have a form up right now for arc readers for book two. If you're interested, you can go fill that out.
If you have read and reviewed book one.
Correct. You can go and fill that out if you would like an arc. And I've got to do a couple things to get that ready for, I think next week I want to get it out. And then I have to get some paperwork filled out, not paperwork, but forms filled out for the AuthorTube writing conference that's happening in July. We will be doing a live writer's hive for the conference. We're going to be doing a panel. So we will have a topic and we will be doing a live version of the writer's hive, Amber, Caitlin, and myself, where we discuss things in real time and then also take any kind of like questions, and we'll discuss the topic with everybody who comes to the panel. And that will be for the AuthorTube writing conference. I was very excited that I grabbed a spot because there was a lot of people who applied for them. So I've got to do a little bit of that, and then I will be going over past pages for the internal formatting for book two. That's what I'll be doing.
Past pages. It's no fun, but it's a necessary evil.
It's 1,000% necessary, but the fact that I hate it. It's a lot. I hate that there's still mistakes. And there will continue to be mistakes. Like the next round will have more. It's just going to happen.
It happens.
The Crown of Gilded Bones. Very nice. 2 glasses of wine in, finishing this stupid bad character gets tossed in dungeon scene. It's the last thing I do. Chapter 50 is being mean, but after wine, I'm meaner. I'm impressed. I am not a write drunk, edit sober person. I don't do anything.
I don't do anything when I'm drunk.
Drinking. I don't.
Not that it happens very often, but
no. But like I went to my sister's yesterday and I had a couple drinks. I came home totally sober and just read. I was like, I don't want to work after that. Reading Air of Fire. This was the book that made me DNF the series. Can I push through? That's early in the series, my friend. I think I stopped it. Something, what's the Dawn one? Tower of Dawn? Tower of Dawn. It's Throne of Glass. Okay. I think I stopped at Tower of Dawn.
I have never even read any of them. I'm happy to keep it that way forever.
Yeah, it's a straight up.
It's too much. It's too much to just like. It's not that I'm saying it's bad. It's just it's too much to invest my time in.
It's too much. I ended up letting somebody spoil me for the entirety of the series, and I regret nothing because I would have hated it. Hold on one second. Apparently, it was this mother. Okay.
Push door.
Yep. Really doesn't feel like Sunday. Totally forgot sprints were happening until I got the alert. Yeah, I was at my aunt's.
It really does not feel like a Sunday.
No. It was like almost 7, and I was still at my aunt's house. I'm like, I gotta go home. I can't be here. I'm reading tonight. Should be drafting or writing my newsletter, but I'm too tired. My newsletter went out earlier today. I don't have to do another one for a month. Although I do have to put out a letter for the art people. Anyway, editing your YA witchy novel. Love that. Love a good witchy novel. I'm going to eat dinner, late dinner, because that's the kind of day I have going to have my audiobook going while I eat. What are you listening to? Did you tell us? You did tell us. I forget what you said. I'm going to read Anyway the Wind Blows. It's the end of a series. It's good. Not even a thing I've heard. Hi, Maddie. Welcome. Need to figure out what I'm going to need next to read. Read next. Read next. Word has it you have an arc. You could read that. The main reason I want it to be my birthday already is because of a gift I know I'm getting. There you go. Gotta love it. Write drunk, edit sober, totally helps me when I'm stuck. There you go. Get it. I'm definitely one of the few I think that don't subscribe to that. I know a lot of people that do.
I feel like it wouldn't be good work at all. Like I would be like, what? And I would probably write for like 20 straight minutes with my fingers in the wrong positions and just gibberish.
And I'm way too much of like a perfectionist for me to like waste time writing stuff that I know probably won't stay. So I just would rather not.
Yeah, Kane's jawbone is no joke. Much harder than I anticipated. We went in so cocky, like we're gonna have no problem with this. We're gonna be able to figure this out. We are two smart women, and then we were like, I hate my life right now.
I was like, I've read House of Leaves, I've read S, I've read weird stuff. Like it's gonna be fine. It's not fine. I do want to get back to it. I do want to try to finish it, but it's not something that my brain could conceive doing while also doing book stuff for myself. It's just I couldn't possibly. But I'm curious how you're feeling about it because it's something. Splintered. There you go. We're glad you're here. You don't have to be sorry. Just glad you're here.
We started doing that thing where we were like, what if this and this is what's happening? But what if it's actually this? And what if this person just killed everybody? And like...
I'm like, well, if that's true, then we have to go back to the beginning and look for this instead of looking for that. So we should go back to the first page and start looking for these clues so we can put these on a note card so that we can track all the times this happens. I'm like, this is redonkulous. Like, we just need to get through all the pages first and then figure out there's no, it's redonkulous.
I was like, the idea of stopping now when we are over halfway. We are over halfway getting through this on the first pass. The thought of starting this over again before we get to the end makes me want to actually pull out my own eyelids. Like, I can't do it.
That doesn't bother me at all. It bothered you a lot.
It did.
It's better for me when I'm already know the scenes. Yeah. That works. I was bamboozled. This thing is insane. It's so ridiculous. legitimately, I was like, I am a smart person. There's no way I'm not going to be able to figure it out. Like, it can't be that hard. And then I'm like, Julie, it's been how many years that the book's been published?
And only like 3 people have ever solved it.
3 people have ever solved it. And I was like, I got this. What?
We'll be 4 and 5. It's fine.
And I was like, listen, chances are I might not get it all right. Like, maybe I don't have the page order perfect, but like, I'm sure I'm going to be able to figure out who murdered who and everything. Like, it's not going to be a big deal. That'll be easy. It just might have some pages mixed up, but like, I'll get it. No, I'm not. I'm never going to get it. I'm never going to get it.
So the thing I think that got me is when there are a few instances, not many, maybe 6 instances, where it's like a quote that starts on one page, ends on the other. Very easy to match those up.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, we were able to tell that like the thought process of what they were talking about does not stay the same between pages, even when we know for sure they go together. Mm-hmm. I was like, there is no way if this quote was on here that I would know that this page came after this page. We are never going to be able to do this.
Never going to be able to figure it out. Never. But like, I also can't quit. Like, I can't quit. Like, I have to keep going. But also, it's too much. I was like, okay, there's a lot of like in this, whoever this voice is, there's a lot of like movie references. And in this voice, there's a lot of Poison Garden references. And in this voice, there's a tea party. I'm like, that's gotta be a sign, right? I don't know.
I know. I think, how many pages did we go in thinking it was one narrator? And then we get to a certain point and we're like, wait a minute, are there multiple narrators?
There's like so many narrators. I was like, wait a minute. We definitely figured out who's speaking in this particular page. It tells you the name of the person talking. And then in this page, it tells you the name of the person talking and it's a different name. It's like,
we're like,
narrators are there?
I was like, oh my God.
I was like, oh no. We had to go back to the beginning again because I was like, how many are there?
And that's why I started to feel that way, because we had went back to the beginning a couple of times at that
Multiple
point.
times.
I can't do it anymore. I can't keep starting over.
I was like, oh my gosh, I can't. Missed you too. I cut all the pages out and I've done exactly nothing else. Yeah.
I actually have 2 copies. I have the one I cut out, and then I have the one right there that I've kept as it is, just because I wanted it on my shelf.
Yes, there are. Sure are. Yeah. Honestly,
Weekend, no. It's going to take months.
No. The fact that I had a full year to try to submit if I wanted to see if I got the answer right, like you have to submit by December if you want to find out if you got it right or not. You have to submit by December, the end of December. I'm never going to know by then. I'm never going to know.
Yeah, I don't know who's killed. I don't know who's doing the killings. I don't know anything. And we legitimately got some. I actually have it right here next to me because I'm like, I'm like, yes, we are definitely going to finish this. We got to page like 67 out of like 100.
Yeah.
Like,
not in numbers.
Like, no,
the
75.
number was wrong, but we got to like 75 pages in.
75%. And we still know. Look at the tabs on this thing. Look at
those are tabs. Those mean something, or they did at one point. They don't mean anything now. We should just get like Maddie, Jessica, you and I on like one of these and just be like, help us. It's ridiculous. Okay, anyway, we're going to do 2 45-minute sprints. I'm going to catch up on these comments and then we got to go. It's crazy.
That can't happen. We both have full-time jobs and we write and we read and we have family.
Yep. Yeah, no, because it makes no sense.
And I can't do more than like an hour at a time before my brain completely just melts.
We're discussing Kane's jawbone. And trust me, we don't know what's going on either. Oh. See, but I feel like a whole part of the thing is like not giving anything away. Like I feel like it's like this whole big secrety thing. So I don't know if I would want to do a live and like ruin anybody else's fun, but also no one person can do this alone. It's cuckoo bananas. It's too much. It's too much. I was certain I had it. I have a whole like recipe card box of index cards with like theories on them, character names, plot lines. It's I don't know.
We don't have time to dedicate even a whole weekend to it.
I can't. I don't have the brain power to dedicate an hour to it anymore. We're going to jump into 2 45-minute sprints. We're going to start the first one. Whatever it is you're doing, I hope you absolutely crush it. I'm going to do a little bit of busy work and then get into the past pages. That's what we're going to do. Good luck.
It made me angry a little bit just thinking about it.
You don't let that happen. Do it. I'm having a good time.
I feel like you have to at least try.
You have to at least try, and you have to want it. Like, don't go in kind of like, well, maybe I'll, like, you have to want to do it. Yep. I think that's what we'll probably end up having to do if they're into it. Okay. Let's start the timer. Good luck, everybody.
See you at the end. Good luck. That went fast.
Really?
Yeah,
That sprint was an
not go
actual
fast for you.
lifetime. It was an actual lifetime.
I feel like we just started.
That is the
I'm not
difference
doing
between
past pages, though.
drafting and past pages. That is the difference, my friend.
45 minutes. Oh, that was nothing. Past pages. 45 minutes. It was a lifetime.
I feel like I've aged 4 years. It was too much.
I did pretty well. I don't know how many words I have, of course, because there's just no way from what I'm doing to figure that out. But
You're moving.
because I did move the timeline around a little bit, I did write down kind of I put new timeline and I have like this is Friday, this is Saturday, this happens on Monday, so that I can keep track of like when things are happening. I actually caught myself where one of my characters was like, "Hey, you want to come? My sister wants to know if you want to come and have dinner with us Friday night." And she was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And then when it got to Friday night, they were having pizza and movies at her place, and I'm like, "That I forgot all about the dinner with the sister."
Yep.
So I had
I
to
do it
make
all the
sure
time.
to move that around a little bit.
I always have the best intentions with starting timelines like that, where I'm like, this happens this day, this happens that day, this much time has passed, and then I'm like, I don't know.
Like, I think I've done that whenever I've read stuff for you. I'm like, he was just here, and then the next
Now
page he's
there.
here, but then the next page he's back over there again. I was like, I don't think that's spatially possible.
I went from like having to explain every single like action of moving between scenes, like, and then they got in their car and then they went here, and then it's like I went from like detailing it to just like they're there now. Like, when were they going there? I'm like, I don't. They've already gone. It's past tense. They're there already.
Like if it makes sense, but if you have them like in the middle of a scene and then it cuts to over somebody else's POV and then they see them at a different place, I'm like, that's not where they were. So,
No.
like that doesn't make sense.
No, nothing I do makes sense. I don't understand.
I don't think it's supposed to make sense the first pass, right? It has to take a few.
Yeah, no, it takes a minute. It was fast. I don't know how many pages I read, but I'm on page 257 and I just started it this morning. Jeez. That is impressive. Did some free writing. Definitely a fast one. I thought it'd be harder to jump into 45 minutes again, but nope. I'm glad that the 45 was easy for you. I'm very glad the 45 was only long for me. It makes me happy. I'm glad it worked for everybody else. 514 words.
That's just because of the nature of what you're working on.
I know this. I'm aware of this, but like, I'm on page. I'm on park. I'm on page 182 of 396. Book 2's a little longer, friends. She's a little longer, and I just want to cry.
What page are you on now?
182 of 396.
Oh, you've made significant progress though.
I started this morning.
When we talked yesterday, you were like, I'm at 53 or something.
No, I was at 118 this morning. Like, so yesterday I got to 118.
But yesterday when you first started yesterday, you were only on like 50 or 60 or something.
Correct.
Yeah, so you're making good progress.
Consistent progress. I don't know about good progress. I feel like it's going to take me forever.
It's not. Like, I will be doing this for the rest of my life.
At some point I will have to publish the book. But yeah, the timeline is basically like this set of past pages. I send them my corrections. They'll send it back to me. I'll just double check that my corrections were made. So I'll take like my list and compare it to like make sure it was done. And then we go to like a print proof. And then it's like real. And then it gets real. and we can start
I feel
pre-ordering
like it's.
campaigns.
I feel like this is your manuscript, and your publisher is like, "Okay, we need it back." You're like, "No, I need you to make one more correction. Look, I can correct this." They're like, "Julie, you have to publish the book."
Well, at the stage that I'm at right now, they're like minor changes, like just like typos or weird words or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but can I tweak this sentence? I don't love the way it sounds. I know. Sorry.
I know you did that last time too, though.
There honestly is something so vastly different. Like while I do my self edits or developmental edits, like all of my edits for them, I read it through, I listen to it through the read aloud, but seeing it in the format that it's going to look like in the book, like in a different font, in a completely different, I'm looking at a PDF, I'm not looking at a Word document. I feel like I see it now. Whereas like I got so blind to the format and the way that it looked while I was working on it for so long that this is the first time it's like looked new. And I'm like, oh no, that's not right.
Like I used the same word twice in like the same sentence. I need
in the same sentence. And I was like, how did I not catch that earlier? That's ridiculous. That can't stay there. And now I'm catching it. And I'm like, I am very sorry, but there's changes that need to be made.
I've actually, what's funny is I've watched people in real life, like in person, read a sentence out loud as I'm looking at it. And it's like their brain, like it's something that they've read before, so their brain thinks that it knows what's there. And
Yep.
and I said, somebody did it, and I said, you know, I know that what you said out of your mouth was correct. That's what it should say. But really look at that sentence because that's not what it said. You have typos and you have stuff in it. They were like, what? And I'm like, just let me read it exactly as it's written to you. Because you know what it's supposed to say. And when I do that, they go, oh, I just looked right through that. Didn't even see it. And I'm like, because your brain knows what it's supposed to say because you've looked at it.
So many times.
Yeah.
So this is the first time like kind of seeing it a little bit differently where I'm like, oh no, I'm seeing things. Working on
It happens because my brother will like when he has to email people sometimes he'll like write it all out and then reread it and then send it to me and be like, let me read this to you and tell me if it makes sense. And like he'll read it and I'm like, no,
no, it doesn't. Yeah. I would do that too. I think it makes sense doing like different smaller projects when you got a big project. That's smart.
Yeah. I've also never had a bad Amazon one. I've had bad ones from other places, but the Amazon ones are usually pretty decent.
Usually pretty good. Mm-hmm. It is progress. I know. Like, woe is me. I'm publishing a book. It's like
I think when you first got the past pages, you were just like, yay! Like you get so excited about seeing it in the new in like your font and like your little header images and all this stuff, and you're just like, woo! And then when you start to read through it and you realize how tedious it is, you're always like, I hate this.
This is the part in each book where I go, I don't want to read it ever again. I'm done. I've read it enough. I don't want to do it anymore. And I have to read it at least 3 more times. Made decent progress in your audiobook for the new release of Two Truths and a Lie live alone. So it's starting to creep me out a little bit. I'm very sorry. Just started Restore Me by J.L. Seegers. Got to chapter 4. Progress. I love it.
Is that book come out before the Shatter Me series? Isn't there one called Restore Me?
There is, by Tahara Mafi. So totally different series and book, but there is a Restore Me in that series. I think it's one of the newer ones she put out that's supposed
like
to be
after the original trilogy was done.
But I think it's a prequel.
New ones.
I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think so. I'm pretty sure. We have one more 45-minute sprint in us. You guys have one more 40. I don't know if I have another 45 minutes in me. You know what I didn't do?
I didn't do 20 minutes, take 5 minutes, take 20 minutes.
I didn't do any of that email stuff that I said I was going to do. So maybe I can do that really quick too. Just give myself a little cleanser. But we are going to jump right back in because we got really chatty at the beginning. And I'm going to try to keep us on track in terms of our timeline so that people can get to bed or do whatever it is they need to do. Oh, God, she's so perfect. What was it?
The dog hair or something.
Mm.
Just shows up on black, really.
I get it.
I have a
I
white
get
dog.
it now. I didn't get it before. I get it now. I'll be like in the car and I'm like, that's not, like, I'm used to shedding. I was like, that's not my hair. I'm like, oh, it's a cat hair. So that's the thing I have to deal with now.
Yeah, a lot of times if I'm wearing black, I have to make sure not to touch the white dog before I leave because I will have white hair on my black clothes immediately.
Never. The sarcasm game is strong. All right, friends. Are we ready for the last 45?
Yep.
Just a quick reminder, down below in the description box is links to the Discord and the timer that we use. And you should mark your calendars for June 17th, 18th, right? Yes, maybe. Right? Yes. 17th, no, 18th, 19th. Whatever. The Worldwide Write-a-thon, June 18th and 19th. I will be hosting sprints on the 18th on Saturday. The second productivity sprint, it will be an 11 a.m. EST sprint here on this channel. It will be the fundraiser sprint for the write-a-thon. Join us that weekend. All of the links for all of the Sunday nights, as well as the write-a-thon sprint, are already on my channel. So if you go to my channel, there's a playlist for upcoming lives, and you can just set all of your notifications for the rest of the Sundays for June and also the write-a-thon. So you can set all of them right now so that you remember when we're sprinting. Sound good? Make sense? Alrighty then. But the Discord's kind of fun. We sprint in between. We talk in between. You can ask us any questions. You get all the Writer's Hive things just kind of linked right into there. You can suggest topics for the Writer's Hive, and we can just chat. So you should check that out too. Now sprint.
Now that all the administrative work is done,
It's done. Good luck, everyone.
good luck. Hey, that went
Hello.
so fast. Oh my
That
God.
one actually did go fast. I'll give you that. That
And
one
like the
did.
thing is sometimes I think about it, I'm like, oh no, it's not on like 2 speed because I do listen to a lot of YouTube videos
Yeah.
2 speed, but then I look at the time and I'm like, no, that's it was like 9. It was like 8:15. Now it's 9. I was like, that's right.
Yeah.
It just went really fast. I was in
No,
a
that one did go quick.
zone. I felt really good about what I got done.
That's good. That's very good. I didn't get as many done, but I did get the rest of the stuff done for the AuthorTube writing conference done. So at least that was
Great.
finished. Yeah. I still got like 11 pages, so it's not like I did nothing, but you know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Siobhan stopped in. You'll be watching this later, but she wrote 9 pages Sunday, which is yesterday for her. She wrote 9 pages while watching our sprint from last weekend.
That's great.
So when you're watching this, hopefully you're getting work done. I see you. A weird sound. Ashley joined after doing the dishes and baking a cake and frosting and get it ready to write. I said hello.
I got here in enough time to get some work done.
Yeah. Internet went down for a while today, but at least I got to stop by and say hi now. I'm so glad you did.
Well, hello.
Boo to internet being down.
Yeah, I get so lost. It's like I can't do anything I like to do.
I think I'd be fine.
Except read.
I could read.
But like,
and I could still work
stream,
on my stuff.
Like, you know.
No. Couldn't stream, but I could still write and I could still read. So I'd be all right. Wrote 1,005 words somehow? Like overall or in that sprint? Holy, I mean, either one is
way,
impressive.
that's great. Yeah.
Either way is very impressive. It's awesome. Did some more writing, not counting words tonight. That's sometimes you just can't.
I'm not counting words for a while. I can't. It messes with my head too much.
Yeah. I'm glad you're at a good stopping point, though. That always helps. When I say I write drunk, tipsy, edit sober works for me, I mean it. See? It's fantastic. I'm glad it worked. Oh my God, I got through another 40 pages and spent the last 10 minutes freaking out about it on Discord. Are you the one reading? Are you reading Airfire? Is that what you're reading? Is that what's happening? Right? Maybe? Right? I feel like yes. Worked on blurbs for 2 books. Not fun. Almost done. I loathe the blurb process. But
I like how you agonized over your blurb for book 2. And then when you got the past pages, you read the blurb and you were like, nah, that's not it. I'm going to rewrite that and send that back to him.
I was like, I don't want that. But I rewrote it like really quickly, like 5 minutes. I was like, I don't like that. Let's change this.
I think that you just, when you wrote it originally, was still at the beginning of the process. And
yeah,
once you wrote the book and you've read it now a few times, I think you really understand like what's going to hook people. So it was easier for you to rewrite it.
I love what it's like a few times. Like if I could count in like my pages read, just the amount of times I've read this book. They count as rereads. And I will continue to say it about every book I ever publish because you have to read it so many times. Like you better hope you love that story because you're going to read it at least a dozen times. In that sprint. Jeez.
Wow. That's amazing.
Like over 1,500 for the sprints. That's fantastic. I'm baffled too. I made myself write anyway today by continuing my story in a notebook. I have not done that in years and it went pretty well. That's great. Sometimes like the change of format, like it helps. It works.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It helps you think differently.
Last Simon Snow book.
Isn't that the I look at like as if I have it, but the Rainbow Rowell, right?
Oh, yeah, it might be.
Yeah,
Is it? It has to be.
like I know it's the song lyrics.
What song lyrics? Oh. Carry On and then Wayward Son.
Yeah, carry on my wayward
Which you
son.
cannot sing or think about without seeing Dean Winchester.
No, I definitely seen Dean Winchester just like stepping out of his car, and
Yeah,
like the wind like
1000%.
blowing his jacket as he's like got a steak.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I showered, started reading a book, and now can't wait to sleep. I don't have to work tomorrow, so I'm going to go read a book right now too. I'm going to snuggle with the cat and read a book. That's because it's hot. It's not hot now. It was hot earlier. And if I point the fan the way it usually goes, it hits the microphone. So like instead I have like a soft Beyonce moment. Just like some gentle flowage of my not purple anymore hair.
I don't think anybody's even mentioned it yet, have they?
My lack of purple?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody has. But there's nothing left. I grew it all out. There's like a tiny little bit, not even. That's just brown now, huh? It's brown and gray. Gray, brown. Gray and brown. This is my hair color. This is my natural hair color. I just went back to it. The purple just grew out, and this is what we got. And I've just been trimming it myself at home. This is what we're rocking. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's a lot healthier now that I'm not bleaching it.
Hair.
It's a lot better now that I'm not bleaching it in order to color it bright, vibrant colors.
The sad part is the internet never really understood just how vibrant your hair was.
No.
It did not translate. Like the first time I met you in person, I was like, wow, it is so much more purple in real life.
It is insanely purple in real life, or was insanely purple in real life. And then everybody would comment and be like, I love your blue hair. And I'm like, you have no idea how purple this is.
It is not even slightly blue.
No, but it never.
I think the video that we did of the Q&A where we were in front of the
fireplace.
The fireplace, and you had natural light on you, was the most purple it looked in a video. And even then, it still didn't do it justice.
Even then, it still wasn't great. Some of the vlogs from like BEA and stuff weren't too bad, but like it never showed true. Gotta go. Thanks for the sprints. You're very, very welcome. See you next weekend. We will be here. Hopefully, you guys got a lot done. If you are in the States and have off tomorrow, enjoy your day off. I will be here continuing my past pages, but I'm going to go not look at a computer screen anymore for a while and read a book. And it's going to be amazing. Sound like a plan? Thank you for joining us. Remember that the link for Discord is down below, as well as Amber's social media, my social media, the link for the timer if you want to sprint on your own later, as well as heading to my channel so that you can check out all of the streams scheduled for June. Every single Sunday night is already scheduled. And the Worldwide Write-a-thon sprint that I am doing, which will be the fundraising sprint, productivity sprint number 2 at 11 a.m. EST on Saturday, June 18th. That's already scheduled. So you can go set your reminders for all of our sprints. Yes?
Yes.
Yay.
Thank you.
Good night. Thank you. All right, friends, have a fantastic week, and we will see you later. Bye.
Okay.